up on the throttle, victory is mine.
Atlante kicking again. Shanborn can't quite go with him, and it's Atlante's guineas.
I've come too far to quit.
Turn Me Loose is in front though. 150 to go. Margin 2 lengths. Prince Mambo, Stratocoaster, Platinum Witness, and out wider latest Rock Fast for a place. But Turn Me Loose bolts it in. Turn Me Loose won the guineas.
A couple of big moments for the Andrew Forsman Murray Baker team at Riccarton in recent years. Turn Me Loose and Atlante being winners of the classic race. Andrew Forsman joins us by phone. Andrew, thanks for being with us here on the Punters Lounge Live. 3 runners in the 2000 Guineas. Madison County comes up as favourite. How have they all got down to Christchurch for today's race?
Yeah, they've all travelled down really well, Aidan. I'm really happy with how they've handled it all, and now they're ready to go.
Okay, Madison County. Let's look through his form. Obviously, a very good second resuming at Ruakaka, then the Hawke's Bay Guineas onto the third placing win. It's almost he was in an unwinnable position, wasn't it, in that Sarton Memorial? How are you measuring up his form for this? Yeah,
I think you can't really fault his form. To be honest, like you said, the first up run was very good. Second up at Hastings, he was brilliant, and then just dictated to in a slowly run race at Te Rapa last time. So I couldn't be happier with him. He's now just got to prove it at a mile.
The one thing we've seen from him, he was reeling off these very, very good sectionals at the close of the race. Has he come through that race to your satisfaction?
Yeah, he has. Yep. He's sort of had a pretty good campaign. Really, nothing's gone wrong. Touch wood to this point, and he's going to get his chance anyway.
Was he a horse you identified at the start of the season, thought, yeah, he's our 2000 Guineas horse?
Yeah, I think when he won as a 2-year-old at Hastings, that sort of stamped him as a Guineas chance. Then obviously when he he trolled up really well at Avondale on a heavy track, seemed to get through that ground all right that day, so really happy with him.
We know you like to look at those markets and assess them. Bookmakers with them at $2.90. What are you thinking of the price?
Yeah, look, the big worry today, I think, is the heavy track, and more so his inside draw on a heavy track, how it's going to play. So the first few races will be interesting to see what sort of pattern it is and whether you need to be off the fence and out in the middle of the track. Okay,
just taking it away from the draw, how does he cope with a rain-affected track on the whole?
Well, he's never really been tested race day. I think it was a slow 7 the day he won at Hastings, but that was sort of a holding sort of Hastings type track. It was a pretty fair track to be honest, and I've had a heap of rain here yesterday. And it is going to be something he's never struck before race day, put it that way. So it's a little bit of an unknown, as it is for most of them. But look, he won't be the worst in it, and class will take him a fair way, I think.
Okay, the Chosen One's unbeaten in 2 and has done it from the front both times. Looks like a real talent for your stable, Andrew. Where will he be in running today?
Yeah, I think he sort of ended up in front, probably a little bit by default, but a little bit because he's quite a green and raw sort of talent, and just sort of take luck out of the equation by riding him up on the pace. And it seems to have worked up until this point, but obviously it's not easy to step up to a Guineas at your third start. There'll be a bit of pressure on today, and he won't sort of get things his own way. And I guess that is the query with him. He's never really been tested at this level, but he has got a heap of ability. Probably he will be a better horse in the autumn, but we're just hoping he can get away with one more today.
I had been sort of hearing you through the week on broadcast and radio and things and saying Chiji Express that's a horse who will handle a wet track. Is that the way you're thinking?
Yeah, I think he will get through the ground. It should suit him. He'll handle it the best, I think, of all our three. It's just whether he can run the mile out strongly. That'll be the query from the wide draw. He's going to have to probably swoop around them, you'd think, at some point. Again, just depending on how the track's playing is how he will be ridden. He is pretty adaptable. But if he can run the mile out, then he could get a real-life chance in the race.
Okay, while all New Zealand's best trainers are sending their best 3-year-olds to this race, you have 3 in the race. So you've got a decent measuring stick against each other. Who are you putting on top?
I think on account of experience at this level, I think the market's about right, to be fair. I think that it's pretty well speaks volumes as to where we're at, but I think the Chosen One you probably, on paper he's the second seed, but on ability and potential, he could be the horse to beat. But look, it's a big step up. I don't know how many horses have ever won this race at their third start. I don't think there'd be too many. It's not an easy race to just come down and win as for an inexperienced horse.
Yeah, exactly. Let's move you on to the Metropolitan. Mental Telepathy, a very good winner at Te Rapa last time out, a winner of 4 of 9, steps up to the Stakes Company. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting him to run well. He is one horse that won't mind the track. It should be ideal for him, really. So I'm pretty happy in that regard. He's drawn sort of a middle barrier, should just get a nice run midfield somewhere. And look, he's bred to be a stayer. He races like a stayer. It was set up for him to Rapa last start. They went quite hard in front, and he had the last run at them. First time at this company, I guess, is always a question mark, but I think he won't be too far away.
How do you rate him as a Cups horse through spring?
Well, that's what like I said, he's been bred to do it. He races like a stayer. So, look, I think on what he's shown us to this point, he definitely should be a good chance in the New Zealand Cup. But he is lightly raced, and that's probably the one thing, is he's not very seasoned, and whether he's quite ready for Cups racing this preparation, or maybe more so in the autumn, we'll find out.
Okay, Sahara in your way at Te Rapa. Can you give us a push for either of those, Andrew?
Sahara will be hard to beat. He's drawn one. He's worked up well in the mile suits, so he's going to get every chance. He's a promising horse. Again, one maybe to follow through into the autumn more so than this preparation. We'll just see how far we get with him this time around, but he will make the grade in time. And Your Way was a very good run, I thought, last Saturday at Hastings. She'll have improved a lot with that run. But a tricky race, in saying that it's a small field. She's drawn a little bit awkwardly. I just don't know what sort of run she's going to get from there, but really looking forward to seeing what she can do, and if she can get some sort of black type today, then that would be a massive bonus. Thanks for joining us on the Punters Lounge Live. Andrew Forsman, to you and to Murray Baker, best of luck.